XRP. This is a big weekend for XRP because ETFs start happening as of Monday. So XRP's got a busy weekend in terms of preparation. So we're going to see what's happening right now. What can we expect from the ETFs on Monday? Now, before I get into it, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, you can see these were the coins that I showed myself buying up. The reason for that is I expected they were going to do very well. You can see XRP there. These were their prices when I recorded and released my videos. These are the highs these coins hit in the last bull cycle, and these are what your profits would have been if you'd have popped $100 into them. If you'd done that for each of the 26, that would have been a $2,600 investment. That would have netted you a profit of over 123 grand in the last bull cycle. Now, that took about 16 months. You don't have 16 months to get things sorted. If you've got cryptos you're not happy with, you got to fix it. And if you don't know where to begin, have a look at copymycrypto.com/YouTube. This is the special offer I'm running right now for my YouTube followers. You get full access to my site, full membership to my site for half price. And there is a 60-day money-back guarantee. On the site, I share with my members the coins that I own. Whenever I find any coin that I think can do very well, I jump onto my site, tell my members about the crypto that I think can do well, the reasons I think it can do well, and the price I'm going to be buying it at. I do the same when I sell, so there is no work for my members. And if you go onto my site, you will see some of the profits that my members have made. You will see some of the successes that led to those profits as well, whether it was a meme coin we held for just a fortnight that did over 300x, or whether it is Phantom, which in the last bull cycle was one of the best performers. And myself and my members, we got in at 0.5 cent. It went up to $3.46. That's just shy of 700 times our investment. A number of my members became millionaires from that one alone. This is all public record, so you can verify it all. And if you like what you see and you want to find out the coins that are going to be the winners in this bull cycle, all you got to do to find out is join up on the site. Now, XRP. XRP, of course, is one of the most well-known cryptos, ranked number 4th in the world. XRP is an open source, permissionless, decentralized tech. The benefits of the XRP ledger is its incredible low cost, its speed, its scalability, and the reality is that XRP has incredibly close ties with a number of significant institutions, a number of the US banks, when they have released sort of research papers about how they could reduce cross-border payments issues, whether that's time to settle or whether that's cost. They have cited RippleNet as being something that could hugely benefit them. XRP is founded by David Schwartz, Jed McCaleb, and Arthur Brito. And in September of 2012, Chris Larson also joined in founding the company that is known as Ripple. Grayscale has received New York Stock Exchange approval for the first major altcoin ETFs. So Grayscale's Dogecoin and XRP ETFs have gained New York Stock Exchange approval. They are set to launch Monday, marking the first dual listing of major altcoin ETFs on an exchange. So this is a very significant step for the crypto space. Grayscale's Dogecoin ETF is approved for listing on New York Stock Exchange, scheduled to begin trading on Monday. Their XRP spot is also launching on Monday. So through a regulated platform, investors can now get in on Doge and XRP. Dogecoin derivatives surged 30% off the back of this news. XRP volumes rose by 51%. These ETFs offer a bridge for traditional investors to get into crypto. And we have seen so far, of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs have resulted in increased liquidity and pricing efficiency. We expect similar results for Dogecoin and XRP. Historical patterns from past ETFs indicate potential indirect market impacts on related assets like Ethereum and Bitcoin. This step results in huge surges in volume over the course of the next few weeks. Inevitably, we will see more money flow, institutional money flowing into the markets. We will see more more businesses flowing into XRP as a holding, flowing in, and Doge possibly, right? So huge volume surges off the back of all this news. No surprise there. XRP is inevitably going to be a long-term great performer in the crypto space. Part of the reason for this is, look, the SEC case that they had and they were dealing with for so many years has been resolved, and really XRP won that case. Whatever the SEC want to say about it, the XRP did win. XRP have got a CBDC building platform now. A number of countries have been using, granted smaller countries that have less of a market impact. But XRP, the reality is CBDCs are coming. I don't know if people have noticed this in the UK. This is more a direct talk to my UK followers. I am seeing an unbelievable amount of high street banks closing. I am seeing an unbelievable amount of cash points disappearing. Day in and day out, I am seeing this. Like a local high street near me, 3 banks closed in the last 3 months. All the ATMs were moved or removed. It's mad. What we're seeing is a transition to cashless society, or certainly, and it's a slow moving one, but it is happening. And CBDCs are going to be the step towards cashlessness. Now, I'm not pro cashless society at all. But when we look around at the countries that are going to have the biggest impact when things go cashless, really it's the US, the UK, and we can go the EU, which is obviously Europe, but they are the 3 largest in terms of their currencies having a big impact on the overall world stage. Now, I don't necessarily think XRP would land a UK CBDC. I think that is probably going to be Hedera, purely because Hedera have exceptionally close ties with the UK government as of right now. I do believe XRP are going to land America's CBDC when that time comes. And if and when XRP do, the reality is that XRP will be responsible for the entire infrastructure, effectively, of the US. Trillions of dollars worth of price of money movement day in, day out. That is incredibly significant. And if they are running the infrastructure effectively for the US economy, then their worth is trillions of dollars. That's a reality. I am firmly of the belief this will be a $1 trillion market cap coin sooner or later. To do that, it really has to hit $16.66, right? That will probably happen. Now, as for the short term, the ETFs are coming. Now, we are in a market downturn at the moment. We're not... Bitcoin obviously had a pullback to 84. I mean, it's sitting at 84 right now-ish. Looks likely that November is pretty much going to sit and finish in and around where the prices are right now for Bitcoin. It's possible we might have a little rise back to 88, and then December be a little bit of a downturn once again, and then January is our bounce month, or alternatively we finish the month around 82, and then December is our bounce month. But if we have a little bit of a rally next week, if Bitcoin starts when the Asian markets open and Bitcoin starts rising, if that was to happen, it's fair to believe that XRP has a decent, and and Doge, to be fair, have a decent shot of having a solid price rise off the back of the New York Stock Exchange listing, money flowing into these from these institutions into these ETFs. Might see a real short-term bounce where prices start rising really, really well for, again, XRP and Doge. But the long-term view of this, for me, is still the same. This is going to run America's CBDC. This is going to be worth $1 trillion at the very least. At the very least. And if it continues to run the US, it could be worth far, 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 far more. But the fact that now institutions can get on this, really strong step in the right direction. One big announcement of them running America's CBDC, and all of a sudden this could probably rocket to $10 in a heartbeat. But again, CBDC is worrying thing to be coming in. We don't really want it, but it is inevitable. And the only really way we're not going to see it is if there are mass protests, and they're going to have to be consistent and not stop. And I don't see that happening. What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to see a American CBDC announcement? What do you think XRP is going to do this bull cycle? Let me know in the comments. And look, we are in a bull cycle, and if you're not happy with the coins you own, you've got to fix it. If you don't know where to begin, have a look at copymycrypto.com/YouTube. This is the site I run where I share the coins I own with my members. Right now, there is an offer on for my YouTube followers. You get full access to my site, full membership to my site for half price, and there is a 60-day money-back guarantee. On the site, you'll be able to see some of the profits that my members have made. You'll be able to see some of the successes that led to those profits. Whether it was a meme coin that my members and I held for a couple of weeks that did over a 300x, or whether it was Phantom, which in the last bull cycle was one of the best performers, with myself and my members getting in at 0.5 cent, and Phantom going up to $3.46, just shy of 700 times our investment. All of it's public record. You can verify it all. And if you like what you see and you want to find out the cryptos that are going to be the winners in this bull cycle this year, all you've got to do to find out is join up on the site. If you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Bye-bye.